Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Sheffield United match reaction. And this time, we're allowed to cheer. We're allowed to have a good time. We can go away from this game feeling relatively happy with the result. I say the result because it wasn't the best day for Sheffield United. We didn't play as well as we have done in the past 2 or 3 months, to be honest. But who cares? We came away with a 2-0 win. I'm ecstatic about that. I said to Wayne, the bloke who sits next to me, I said to him, all we need from this game is a victory. Nothing else. We don't care if there's frills, if there's flicks and tricks. You name it, we don't care. We just need to score more goals than the opposition today. It was, I wouldn't say it was a blood and thunder sort of South Yorkshire derby. It was a pretty tame one. A lot of people online are saying that it was a boring game. And to a certain extent, you could possibly say that. We didn't create as many chances as we usually do. Barnsley, I think, were the better team for the first half at least. I think until we scored, I think after we scored, we just coasted to victory, as I've just put in the title. But I do think they really, really took the game to us. Could have easily scored 1 or 2 goals in that first half, and we really didn't have any sort of answers to that. So I'll quickly go through the game. So 10th minute in, Barnsley have quite a tame header saved by Wes. He could have had a cup of tea and then picked that ball up and got rid of it. It was one of those really, really simple chances to save, shots to save. But yeah, it's one of them things. It was the first shot on target in the whole game, and an easy one for Wes. The second one certainly wasn't easy for Wes. It was one of the best saves I've seen Wes do, and he's done a lot of good saves. Almost on par with Southampton at home in the cup. Very, very good save. The ball was headed back across goal and then kind of prodded towards goal. I think if they'd have got more on it, then Wes would have found it a lot harder to save. I think if he'd have put it in the bottom corner, Wes wouldn't have had a chance. Wes was kind of stood in the middle of his goal and it just went to the side of him, but he got down really quickly, really well, and pushed the ball to safety. But like I said, it was more of a prod. Egan doesn't win the header. Billy Sharp tries to clear, and it's a bit of a prod from, I think it was their central defender. But excellent save from Wes in the 19th minute. 28th minute. This is the 28th minute. This is our first real shot, and it wasn't even on target. 28th minute. Jack Robinson on the edge of the box takes a touch out of his feet, fires the ball just wide, inches wide. I thought that was in. It was a great shot, but I was pretty much straight behind it. So I kind of knew that it was veering wide. But great shot from Jack Robinson. Did not know he had that in his locker, that sort of screamer of a shot. Because if that would have been kind of in the bottom corner, the keeper wouldn't have had a chance because he hit it with such power. But yeah, great shot, just wasn't on target. But then the Blades, 38th minute, do have a shot on target, but it's just a cross that's a flick header that's easy for the goalkeeper to save. But 38th minute before the Blades had a shot on target, pretty poor. 28 minutes for a shot, 38 minutes for a shot on target. And it wasn't one that the goalkeeper had any problems in stopping. Anyway, 42nd minute, Barnsley. This is their big chance for me. Obviously, the prodding, the one that he prodded towards the goal and West saved, very, very good save. But this one, they are 3-on-1. We are really, really struggling here. One of their players kind of is running straight through our defence. Robinson has to decide which way he's going to go. I can't remember. I think it was Ozzy came back and managed to get into to mark the one to the player's right hand side. So that leaves Robinson just marking 2 men now. And then he's like, do I go to the ball? Do I go to the man? And I think the player either didn't wait long enough to pass to lay the ball on, or I don't know. I don't know what it is, but Jack Robinson did well. He did well. He waited and waited and waited. He didn't kind of jump on the play with the ball, or he didn't fly to the other player thinking he was going to pass it. He waited and let the player make the decision, and he played it out to the guy on the left-hand side. And we just pushed him further and further out, and he put the ball into the side netting. Watching it back, looking at Wes had it covered all day long, didn't he, really? Had it covered. One thing that I will say about this game, it's just popped to my mind, is that neither goalkeeper, when they were in the net at the Kop end, had a cap on, which I didn't understand because it was such a sunny day. All I can think of is the sun wasn't quite in a position where they couldn't see. But to me, every time I've seen a goal with a lot of sun on it, the keeper wears a cap. So I don't know whether Wes is too cool for caps. I don't know whether their goalkeeper was too cool for caps. But neither seem to want to wear a cap. So all I can think of is that they just weren't sort of blinded by the sun. Anyway, at 45th minute, this is a big chance for us. And it just outlines the fact that Osborne is a left back playing at right back, because Morgan Gibbs-White gets away with the ball, plays the ball into Ozzy, and he's just waiting for the ball to come onto his left foot. He's away. If he takes that into his stride, it's one-on-one. And if Morgan Gibbs-White is passing to himself there, if Morgan Gibbs-White is on that right-hand side, he's running straight for goal. Or Sharpie running straight for goal. Fair enough, Sharpie's not got the pace that others have got, but he lays it into Osborne. It's on his right foot. He's waiting and waiting and waiting, takes it onto his left foot. Everybody and the mothers and fathers have got back by this time. And he tries to find that top corner with his left foot, coming in on that left foot, and he just curls it over the bar. So at half-time, it's not, let's be honest, it's not the greatest game we've ever seen. Actually, I thought it was one of the worst halves of football that we've played. They just look knackered, don't they? They just all look really, really tired. And I can understand why they are, obviously, for obvious reasons. But yeah, going into half-time, I was thinking, where are we going to get a goal from here? We can barely even move, never mind create anything. Gibbs-White wasn't really his best half of football he's ever had. Sharpie wasn't getting into positions where he could possibly go and nick a goal. I felt like if we were going to score from this, it was going to be a cross, nothing through the middle. But yeah, we got into half-time. The Blades came out. I still don't think we particularly played much better until the goal on the 54th minute. A quick free kick from Ollie Norwood plays in Howrahan, and it's a fantastic first-time cross from Howrahan across the 6-yard box. This is the thing, when you're down there, these are the things that you're just not switched on. And Barnsley's defence were not switched on for this move. It was a great ball by Ollie Norwood. They weren't expecting it, but all their defenders were in a line waiting for it. And they were like, oh, they've taken a quick free kick. And by that time, Howrahan's put a great ball into the box. The keeper's flown out to try and stop it, thinking that I've got to. If I don't go out to this, they're going to score anyway. So the keeper flew out to try and get a fingertip on it to divert it away. But everyone was coming in at the back post. And I think Gordon was a little bit gutted that he didn't get a toe on that and obviously pick up his first goal for Sheffield United. But Sander kind of goes to flick the ball in the back of the net. It kind of flicks off his right, hits his left, and ends up in the back of the net. But who cares? Who cares as long as that ball ends up in the back of the net? And it certainly got the crowd going. It got the players going. And after that, I didn't see Barnsley coming back into it. Now, we've seen this a lot this season where teams have come back into it against us. I just couldn't see it today. No offense to Barnsley. I thought they were really, really good in that first half. But after that, yeah, they struggled a little bit. 70th minute, Ben Osborne fires over from a Gibbs-White cross. Gibbs-White gets away from all their defenders, and he's away. He's all on his own on that left-hand side, but they managed to just get back in. He beats the offside trap really, really well. Did that a few times today, including the second goal, but we'll get there. He plays the ball over to Osborne. He takes a bit of a poor touch. It gets away from him, and then he just kind of slashes at it with his right foot, and it goes miles over the bar. But I just felt after that, another one's coming here. Another one is coming. Then a ball comes into the box. Morgan Gibbs-White flicks the ball into the top corner with his head. The goalkeeper makes a great save, tipping it over the bar. I believe that was Jebo that flicked that ball into the box as well. It was a good ball, but it always was kind of behind him. He had to generate that power with his neck muscles to try and find that top corner. Very, very good save from the goalkeeper, but he probably should have saved that. It was a good header, but it didn't have too much pace on it. But yeah, like I said, it was coming. It was definitely coming. And then it did. In the 76th minute, 2 minutes later, Morgan Gibbs-White plays a 1-2 with Ollie McBurney having brought the ball kind of out of the midfield. He's looking for someone to make a run. I think Jebo makes a run, but Ollie McBurney's in a great position to receive the ball. He lays it into McBurney. McBurney digs it out and flicks the ball through the defence for Morgan Gibbs-White to run onto and flick it past the goalkeeper and roll it into an empty net. Very, very good goal from the Blades. I will say that from where I was sat, I thought this was originally offside. I was really surprised that the flag stayed down, similar to the other one where Gibbs-White beat the offside trap. I thought that was offside too. So great ball from McBurney. Morgan Gibbs-White did really well to bring the ball out and then keep running and keep running. The defence just left him, and there was a big, massive hole in the middle for McBurney just to flick the ball through. I thought McBurney'd flick this over, as in flicked it over the defenders. But they just kind of parted like the Red Sea, and it was just a flick straight through the middle, and Gibbs-White rounds the keeper. Great to see that even though Gibbs-White is shattered, that he's still making these great runs and obviously putting the ball in the back of the net when he gets a chance, because he could have easily put this into the side netting or messed it up, or because he's taken that really wide around the goalkeeper because he has to, because the keeper's at full stretch. So he's having to dig that out and put the ball into the empty net, which I've seen players miss before. So very, very good finish from Morgan Gibbs-White. You love to see it. 82nd minute, Jebo sweeps one over the bar. It's a lovely ball played into Jebo. I think it was Morgan Gibbs-White. And it was kind of bouncing, but there was a lot of pace on it. So Jebo just needed to control that and just find a corner or just get it on target, and the rest will do. It'll do the rest. But he sweeps it over the bar. Should have probably done better with that on target, and I think that's in the back of the net with the amount of pace that's on it. And then the 89th minute, this is the last point that I've got that I always make notes, if you don't know already. I always make notes while I'm watching the game because I don't want to forget anything. And in the 89th minute, a ball into the box from close range, Morris for Barnsley. Jeez, nearly forgot who we were playing. Morris for Barnsley, right in front of goal. Number 14 heads the ball. I think it came off I think it clipped the bar, the upper side of the bar, and went over. And he was just stood there like, it's just our day, isn't it, really? But I honestly thought that Barnsley were going to be a little bit better than this. No disrespect to Barnsley. I thought they were very good in the first half. They were good without being too penetrative, if you like. They were good kind of in the middle third. When they got to the final third, they didn't do too much, and it wasn't that difficult to kind of stop them from scoring, if you like. But saying that, Wes kept us in it. Yeah, a couple of better balls that they'd have put in. They could have easily scored a goal or two. So, yeah, I'm not sitting here saying that we're the greatest team ever and we should have easily won that game. We should have easily won that game, but we should have played a lot better than what we did in this game. But, yeah, I'll quickly run through the team. Wes had a fantastic game. I've got to give him that. He also gave Egan an absolute rocket for not winning that first header when he had to make that save, which is you like to see. Kieran Gordon had a better game today, but I think that's because we played a weaker side, if you like. Egan did all right. Yeah, did what he had to. I'm still worried the fact that Egan's the only one that wins any headers in either box. I still want to see others, Kieran Gordon, Jack Robinson, win more headers in the box. We can't just have aim at Egan for every single thing. But when McBurney comes on, he certainly does his job as well in both boxes when it's lumped into the box from either a free kick or a throw-in or a corner. Jack Robinson did well. Yeah, no mistakes. happy with what he did and had that good effort that could have easily nestled in the bottom corner. Norrington Davis just runs around like an headless chicken, but he's got some pace on him, that boy. Gets stuck in. And in a game like this, he didn't need to do too much, too many spectacular things. I thought Osborne, it outlined today that Osborne is certainly a left back playing at right back. Kept coming back onto his left a lot, which slowed us down. And that's what happened with Baldock when Baldock was playing left wing back too. So we definitely need to get Baldock back at right wing back. So we've got a player that's actually got a right foot at right wing back, but I'd like to see Osborne playing at left wing back, if I'm honest, instead of Reece Norrington Davis. I thought Norwood conducted everything perfectly. Great balls either side. Corners and free kicks weren't too bad today. Howrahan obviously took some as well. Howrahan's I thought were a bit poorer, to be honest. A couple of times where he just like flicked it up into the air from a corner or something like that. Just the keeper right in the middle of the 6-yard box for the keeper to just come and catch. In the second half, we really bullied that goalkeeper, though, from corners. We had about 5 or 6 men around him. Jebbo, McBurney, Egan. You're going to struggle to come through those players to get rid of that ball as a goalkeeper. So it was nice to see us try and bully Barnsley today in the air when we had some big blokes on the field, because obviously before that we didn't really. We only had Egan, and like I said, can't keep just aiming for Egan all the time. But when McBurney and Jefferson came on, it was nice to have a little bit more height in there, even though maybe Jefferson isn't trying to win balls. But that's why I think we should have Sander Berge literally just stood on the goalkeeper, just stopping him from getting to the ball. But anyway, I thought Sander had a pretty non-eventful game today, to be honest. Obviously, he scored the goal. Even that wasn't a clean connection to the back of the net. No, I think it's one of them. Tufty clubs say this quite a lot on the podcast. If Sander Berge gives a barge out early on, you know he's up for it. And today there was none of that. It was kind of sideways passing, getting knocked off the ball. I don't want to see that from Sander week in, week out. I want to see Sander giving his sandy barges out there and yeah, just being up for the game, getting stuck in, and wanting to win every battle and wanting to win the game. Morgan Gibbs-White tried his heart out. Obviously got his goal, which was great to see, because that's the thing with us sometimes. When we're not playing well, we don't win these games, and we did today, which was fantastic. A great move from Norwood and Howrahan, though, for the first goal. It was their goal, really, more than Sander Berge's, in my opinion. Very, very good play. And then Sharpe up top. I don't really know what to say. He got bullied quite a lot today, to be honest, from the big lads at the back. Obviously came off injured, which is not good to see, but at least he's got quite a few days to sort himself out for the next game, because I'm looking forward to seeing who comes back into this squad when we come back from international duty, because Ender was on the bench, Fleck was on the bench, McBurney was on the bench. There's somebody else on the bench as well that I can't remember right now. But we had a fair few players on the bench, and I'm thinking, do we really want to be bringing these players on? Ender is not played football for a hell of a long time, so I knew Ender wouldn't be coming on today unless it was absolutely needed. I'm surprised Fleck came on, to be honest, and McBurney. I thought that what he'd do is that we'd kind of try and eke out the players on the pitch as much as possible, and then bring them on with kind of 5-10 minutes to go. But he didn't. Obviously, Fleck's got more in his legs than what I thought. Same with McBurney, but I suppose McBurney was only a dead leg. So, you get over that in a few days. I was a little bit, I don't know. I think that McBurney had a good game when he came on. Great ball for the assist for Morgan Gibbs-White's goal. He did a lovely little turn as well on the left-hand side coming in, but he didn't manage to get the shot away. Little bit disappointed with Jebbo. Jebbo had a lot more time today, and I wanted to see more from him. But no, it wasn't to be for him today. He wasn't. I don't know if he wasn't getting into right positions or whether he wasn't putting himself about, but he was walking at times, which I don't want to see from Jebbo. But yeah, hopefully going into kind of the international break, we can come back from this and coming back from the international break, we can kind of get players back in. It was I want to say a routine win, but they certainly gave us some scares at times today. But at the same time, it was one of them games that it doesn't matter how you win. All you've got to do is win the game. Just put in a decent enough performance, get that goal when you need to get that goal, and we certainly did today. We got 2 of them. I'll quickly run through a few comments. A win is a win. Absolutely. A win is a win. 3-0. I don't think it was 3-0. It was absolutely boiling on John Street. My head was cooking. Do you know what? I was looking over at John Street and thinking, I'm glad I'm not over there, but it wasn't for that reason. It was because I'm thinking, I won't be able to see out over there. Like, you'd have to have some sunglasses on or a cap or something like that. Most people were like this. But yeah, it was quite warm. My missus said, I said, oh, I'm so glad I'm not there because I won't be able to see it. And she was like, yeah, but it looks warm over there, doesn't it? Crucial win to keep us in the running, absolutely. And as I've just started streaming, I did notice that Bournemouth were beating Huddersfield 2-0. Millwall were losing. I think there was another team that were losing as well. So results seem to be going for us at the moment. But as you know, it's a championship. Everything can change. Wes likes his clean sheets. He blimmin' does, doesn't he, Michael? Another fantastic clean sheet for Wes today. Poor game. We'll take the win. Billy injury is concerning, but 3 points and a break. Were the fans booing when McBurney came on? I don't think I heard any boos when McBurney came on, if I'm being honest. No, not that I heard anyway, mate. I didn't hear that. Late 2 is this, so now watching from beginning. Okay. Barnsley played well until the first goal. It knocked them back. That's exactly what I said. We smelt blood and no autos on the horizon. Oh, yeah. Who knows? Automatics on the horizon. No, I can't see that, mate. I really can't see that. Sorry, I struggled to read that. I really did. No, I don't think automatics are. Anyway, I'd never thought automatics was a possibility anyway. A lot of people said that, but no, we'd have literally had to win pretty much every game to get ourselves involved in the automatic promotion spots. But no, I'm just happy with playoffs. If we can get into the playoffs and give ourselves a chance of promotion, who'd have thought that at the start of this season when we were playing drab, boring football under Slav? Who'd have thought we'd have brought in our under-23s coach again and he'd have got us into the playoffs? So I'm just happy that we've got into, well, we're in the playoffs at the moment, the playoff places anyway. And I just want to see us stay there. I think that we're going to really, really give it a great go after the international break as well, when the legs have been rested a little bit. We've got a few players back. Very, very good. Good ball from McBurney. Is this his time to click? I hope so. I really do. I'm not a fan of McBurney myself, but I don't care who scores. I don't care who assists. I don't care who plays well, who doesn't. As long as we win, that's all that I care about. So I really, really want McBurney to do well. Very poor game. A win is a win, but the lads need to give themselves a good shake-up, or the playoffs will be extremely tough. I think they will do. I don't think it's that they need a shake-up. I think they just need a bit of time to settle. They need a little time for the legs to not be as tired, playing 2 games every week and 2 games within 3 days and stuff like that. It's tough. It's going to take it out of the best of players. So it's certainly taking it out of our boys. But no, also, like I keep saying, getting those players back will really be good. Thought we were poor, but being poor, coming away 3 points, all that matters. Good for McBurney, the assist. Yeah, our fantastic ball from McBurney. It really, really was. Loads on the cop. Boost from McBurney. Wow. I'm not sure. I'm not happy about that. I didn't hear none on the South Stand anyway. But no, that's really poor from the United fans if that's what happened. Not happy about that. Anyway, guys, that's me done. Thank you very much. Like I said, non-eventful game, but the Blades won. The Blades go marching on. And yeah, let's hope for some big nights and days at Bramall Lane to come in the back end of the season. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.